Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on, and make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps the channel a lot. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. And I just want to let you know that at the end of last episode, my game crashed, and I had to redo all of this town. So if something's a bit different, no worries. That's just because I had to redo it. But I think I followed the same model as I did last episode, or on Monday's episode. So a little bit unfortunate, but you know, stuff like that happens, and that's okay. Went back in the video and I looked, and I got some things, or most things, back in the exact same place they were. But there are some small differences, but nothing to write home about. I did add a parking lot over here for the bakery. But in today's episode, we need to get animal products going for the bakery because the bakery doesn't have any. The whole area doesn't have any animal products. So we're going to go do that. We're going to add that area to our farming industry at La Fleur Farms. And then maybe we will look at getting some better garbage going in our city. So we're looking at this area for the animal products farm. So what I've been doing with this series is I've kind of been separating all aspects of the farming industry into their own little things. So we just went over to that town. Saint-Ambroise is the town, which is a small town inside of the larger region of Rivière-des-Montagnes, which is a Quebec themed city build that we're doing. And this is the agriculture part of it, which we're not done, obviously. It's only level 3. We just achieved level 3 a couple episodes ago. So what I want to do, though, is I want to get some animal products going. So I think we're going to make an animal products farm area out over here in this nice little valley we have over here, or open space. I was debating about going over here, but this is just too perfect. So I think we need to do this. So let's start. First things first is we are going to definitely need at least a asymmetrical road, but I think we're going to go with a 2-lane road. And let's just arbitrarily look at this. Yeah, okay. So let's just say from about here, just pretty much where we were, let's just draw in a short line like this. And what we're going to do is we're then going to split off into 2 directions with our industry road. So let's just do that. And then let's just do this. Very simple. Nothing crazy. But what we need to do is we need to kind of plan out, similar to what we did over here, how we're going to create our animal products farm. So I think first things first is we don't have our industry zone out this way. So let's get that over here. Let's just start big, and then if we need to shave it off, that's okay. Okay, so let's do this. So what we need to do is we need to start off with these small animal pastures. And I think pretty much ideally what we're going to do is we're going to well, let's look at the terrain a bit. I think we might do just a bit of terrain work just to smooth out this area ever so slightly. Just to make our build a bit better looking. Just a quick little smooth out like this. Let's get the roads even because that's pretty important, don't you think? And then I think, undo that. I think these nodes should probably be at this height as well. All right, so that's pretty good. Let's just do a quick smooth out of what we just did because I'm sure we messed some things up. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so let's, I think ideally it's just gonna be pretty small. So I think what we're gonna do is, at least, what am I doing? Holy cow. Brain's not working today. I was troubleshooting the game for quite a while. So let's just get 2 animal pastures right beside each other. And why don't we make these cows? Nothing like some Quebec cheese, right? So let's get some water in here. Oops, didn't mess that up a bit, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna get that going. That's gonna start off our animal products. That's gonna give us some at least, and that's good. But we're going to need a lot because we're shipping our animal products across the town to the bakery. And we are... Why am I keep going into education? What am I even thinking? In order to get the bakery going. So we also have the cattle shed and the milking parlor. So the cattle shed, I think we're going to put right beside the fields. In the milking parlor, we're going to go just one over, and we're going to put 2 down. So, you know, it's not the most, it's not the nicest looking farming area, but you know, it works, right? So then let's get a nice barn right here. And then what I like doing with these farms is I like getting a little house right beside. How about we just do this? Yeah, right beside, and this is maybe the original house for the farm. And when the house gets built, because it's not exactly a demanding or an area in demand, is it, to live? So when that area gets built, we will make that house a historical house, and that should work. Okay, so let's continue this road out a bit farther. And what I think I want to do is add in some workers' barracks. Whoops. And, oh, there we go. So that's not the type of house that I'm looking for this area. So let's just try it again. Anyway, so let's get some workers' barracks. I think I'm just going to throw one down right there. Yeah, that'll work. And make sure that this intersection is set up properly. Oops. There we go. Let's do yields. And yeah, that works. Okay. So this should get our animal products going up pretty quick. We're probably even going to hit our job capacity, or what we need to do, pretty soon. So I think the next thing we need to do is maybe bring our bus line out. Going to add a stop. Yeah, right there. And that will help get people out over to this area. Something I realized is we don't have any buses that go from Saint-Ambroise anywhere. So how about, while we're talking about it, how about we get a little bus line going? So let's save that for a bigger transit video, because I think we're going to get something in over here. All right, so back over to our farm. Yeah, we're really climbing, so this is going to be pretty soon that we're going to get to the next level, and that is absolutely fantastic. I was thinking as well, so right here we're using 2 crop farms, but we did just unlock the medium crop farm, so I'm going to delete these 2 and pull out the medium crop farm. Let's do that, and then I'm just going to move it over. Alright, so apparently there is a way to make it so these are actual crop fields, but I haven't been able to figure it out yet. So perhaps in the future I will figure out a way to make it so they're crop fields, but as of right now at least, oh nice. As of right now, we're just going to leave it. Okay, so we're stagnating a bit, that's okay. But we need to add in a bit more power as well. So I'm going to stick with our geothermal units. I think they look nice. And then we need to go to our budget. Oops, always click that when I'm thinking about budget for some reason. And let's pull out this. Let's bring it down to 100. Yeah, so let's bring it up to about here. Let that go for a little while. Yeah, I think we're okay with that. All right, so I was really hoping this was going to just jump up right away. Oh yeah, we're almost there. So ideally with level 4, what we're going to get is we're going to unlock the farm maintenance building, which I'm excited for, as well as, hey, there we go. I should have just waited. So we got the clothing factory, the farm maintenance building, and the large barn. So let's add in some of these things. So we got the large barn. I think the large barn will look good out over here somewhere. So let's do that, and then let's also get in another house right here. All right, so let's continue on with our little assignment here. So slaughterhouse. So this is a huge building, and I think this would be really cool as its own. I mean, it's a slaughterhouse. It's not cool, but I think it would be interesting to have as its own little area. And I was thinking Saint Ambroise would be a good spot for it, but reflecting on it farther, I don't know. Perhaps out here. It needs to be at a spot where there would be, it'd be close to the train lines, and it would also need to be a relatively smooth spot. You know, that's not too bad of a spot. I think we might be able to make that work, because I think it would be interesting to have at Saint Ambroise, because we're kind of using it as a secondary area. But perhaps the slaughterhouse, I mean, it's definitely not going to go here, and I mean, it could go down this way, but I think it'd be an interesting thing to give to this town. But it is just a mill town. That was the idea of it. It's pretty small. This is the end of the town square, but it might be interesting to have something over here. It might kind of bring out a bit more, right? So let's look at the terrain here. I think we'll definitely be able to get it. Yeah, why not? We're thinking about it too much. Let's just do it. Let's bring in an asymmetrical road. Yeah, this works. And we'll just do something like that. And we need to then bring in, I'm pretty sure that's too big, but let's get the industry area for LaFleur Farms, and let's just fill it in, cut it off. Okay, yeah, it's definitely too big. So let's just use move it, and we're going to grab these nodes, hold Alt, and just, yeah, that works. All right, and then let's put this in place. Wow, it's very big. Okay, so let's try that out again. Yeah, very interesting spot for this. I think maybe what we can do is we can maneuver this into a better spot and then build the road around it. How does it look over here? Yeah, there's not like an entrance or anything over there, so I think that could work. Alright, so let's just grab the road then and place it over here. Let's redo that. Yeah, I think this could work. This is obviously a very steep cliff. So I think we're just going to need to do a bit of terrain work on this area. Nothing too major. Turn the strength down a bunch too when we're doing this. And oftentimes when you're doing terrain work, you're going to want to expand the level first and then smooth it out. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is, like, reflecting on this a bit farther, I'm just going to pull this back a bit right to here, and then we're going to get just a small, maybe dirt road go right behind here like this. And I'm going to grab all of this, and we're going to pull it right back to the edge here. And then we're going to get our favorite little parking spots. And we're going to get a couple parking lots back in here. All right, so I think, oh, well, sorry, I'm not sure what this needs. It needs crops. Okay, so this is also a great spot then to add in some crops. Let's pull out this, and we don't have the industrial thing, and a barn doesn't really work here, so we could just do that. That should be enough for that area. We could just get 2 in for the aesthetic of it. Yeah, okay. So now we just need to make sure everything's at the same height. Just put it at that height. Yeah, very cool. Let's get some water out this way, and then we should be good to go. Okay, let's get out and move it. There we go. Water. All right, so a meat packing plant, let's call it. It's a bit nicer of a word. At the edge of a cliff. But it's interesting. It's going to add some jobs to the town for sure. And we need to make sure that this is set up properly. So let's do that. I actually don't mind people going straight and right there. But I don't think, just make sure that the cars aren't locked in when they're, yeah, I think they might be. So let's just do this. Oh, no, node controller. Let's add in a node right there. And we're going to make it a middle node. There we go. So cars can change lanes still, should they wish. Because ideally, right here, oh, come on, there we go. This is just a right. And this is all messed up. Wonder what happened here. Okay, why can't you turn left there? Interesting. Very interesting. Let's just do a bit of an upgrade then to this intersection, since we're kind of here anyways. Let's just do this. There we go. I'll let that readjust momentarily. So we have dedicated lanes. Well, I guess this could be just a full 6-lane road, but I don't think we really need to worry about that too much. But since we're here, let's just do it. There we go. Now there's 2 lanes for straight, and each one has a dedicated turning lane to go off. And yep, this should work. And now we just need to get rid of the traffic light here, which for some reason is here. All right, so now that we have that in place, hopefully the bakery is gonna start getting to work properly. So let's turn this on. Let's bump it up to 150, and it is going to get its animal products soon, because I believe the animal products are coming from over here. Yep, just getting filled up. So trucks should be leaving from here. Looks like one just got delivered. Yep. Okay, so pastries are gonna be made, and that is fantastic. So spend a lot of time doing that. Didn't mean to do that. That's okay though. So the next one is 800 to get to 800, and we have 822 jobs. So that's pretty good. I think we'll just kind of leave it and let it go for a little, on its own for a little while, because I think it should be fine. We did just unlock the clothing factory, but we need plastic for it. Okay, so we will wait until we get our oil industry going for that. And then the next thing I want to do is just quickly check unemployment, is get our garbage facility in place. And I've been eyeing this cool little spot, this cliff right here. I think right here would be a really interesting spot for our garbage processing facility. So I know it's really busy here, but I think if we play our cards right, we'll be able to get this in this area and make it look nice still. So let's connect in like that. Yeah, it's a bit off, but I think it still works. I haven't seen anyone go this way yet. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it works. And then we're going to get our industry road, and we're just going to very simply do that, similar to what we did with the cattle shed. And what we're going to do is we are going to place this down. So this is going to cost a lot of money, but I think it'll be worth it. So yeah, this is a perfect spot for it. I mean, our garbage isn't the best right now. We keep on filling up our landfills, so I think we might as well, yeah, I just replaced these. We might as well get this going. We're gonna need it. It's gonna be a good investment for the long term of the city, so let's do that. I think if we just kind of scooch it down a bit farther, I just want to save as much space as possible, so I'm gonna look at the terrain here while we place this. Yeah, let's go this way. All right, so let's make sure that the roundabout is set up properly, and it's not. There we go, and let's make sure this is set to go through, and no crossings. Very busy interchange, but hopefully next video we'll be able to fix that. Perfect, there's already water here. Alright, so what I like doing on these areas is kind of building up the space to be a bit more of a garbage processing area. So that's recycling plant. Let's bring that out. Here we go. And then if you haven't used these before, they're from the Sunset Harbor DLC. So this costs a lot of money. It's way more than what landfills and stuff are, but it also produces a bit of energy as well. Does it? Yeah, it does. But what you do is you place these around the city, and what these do is they collect garbage and bring it over to this area. So what I like doing is I like having one right beside it as like a bit of a buffer, and yeah, that looks pretty nice. It's a cool area. We built right onto this cliff. This cliff existed, this one didn't. So let's just fix that a bit with our smoothing tool. So again, just bring the terrain out a bit and then go in with the smoothing tool. There we go. Very cool looking area. I think maybe we can just get a bit of parking in here for the workers. Yeah, that's nice. And I know it costs a lot of money, and we have been spending a lot of money the last couple episodes, especially with getting this in, and then with a lot of the other industry products that we're kind of doing. But I think this is going to be a good investment for the long term. So what we need to do now is we're going to delete our landfills. So a good little way to do this is just use move it, you know, or move it. And then I want to move this snow dump over here. And now we've kind of freed up a lot of the space in this industry area for the future. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to de-zone everything that we have right here, and we will just let's just do the whole thing, because I think we're going to need to redo this whole area because of this issue right here. So we'll have to look at that in the future. But I'm glad that we now have proper garbage processing. So why don't we just take a quick peek around the city for any other garbage processing areas. We have a recycling plant over here. And we have 2 over this way. I don't know if we really need that by our water treatment plants, but I'm sure they look nice in that area. Yeah, they do. So why don't we just go around and we'll delete maybe a couple of them. So we're going to keep those ones. We're going to delete this one. And we have one over here. I don't know if we really need this one, but it is quite far away from the rest of everything. Yeah, let's delete this. And we don't have another one, do we? Nice. Okay, so let's take our waste transfer facilities and we're going to kind of replace it. So unfortunately we have a zoned building here. So sorry, zoned building. We're going to remove you. And let's place this sorting facility back over here. So we got one over this way. And the great thing about these is that they can be placed downtown. They don't take up an incredible amount of space for their pollution, but I want to try to keep them away from residential as much as possible. But unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to really be able to be done. So let's just throw this right here for now, at least. They're pretty easy to empty and move, so that'll really help our garbage processing out over this way. Yeah, there we go. And I don't think St. Ambroise really needs one because it's so close. And we're probably going to need a second one, to be honest, or in the downtown, but let's just leave it for now. We'll see if it becomes an issue. Our garbage processing status is barely in the green. So this issue's over here. I think it would be beneficial to get one out over this way. So, I mean, we could just build it into the cliff right there. Why not? Looks a bit silly, but we'll just smooth it out and hope for the best. So again, we'll just kind of shape this out a bit. Then we'll come back in with the smoothing tool. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so that'll help out this whole region quite a bit. So the entire area of Rivière-des-Montagnes has improved its garbage. We got a interesting meat packing plant over this way that seems to be working pretty well. It doesn't have a lot of workers, but perhaps we will get more workers when we get proper transit out this way. And we also built our cattle farm. So why don't I just fix this up a little bit? Let's just delete this whole segment. There we go. And we'll leave it here today, guys. I'm sure we're almost at level 5. Nope, we're not. So I think we just need to improve our population. So maybe we'll go do that in the next episode. So I hope you have a great day, everyone. And I'll catch you next time in the next episode of Rivière-des-Montagnes. Have a great day. Peace out.